Boom. That's right. What's up, y'all? Oh, you can't see my head. I can fix that for you. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Leo Savage, and coming at you live. We are getting ready to go over a little, a Flow the Fuck Down episode. Super excited to have you guys here, and we're gonna get started in 1 second. Let me just make this quick post, and we are live. Yes, we did it. Done. Okay, one more, man. We just gotta add a little. I gotta get better at this, man. I gotta figure out how to. Yeah. Boom. We did it, y'all. We in the house. My phone told me it's finna die, but that's cool, man. We made it, baby. We made it. All right, let me just jump onto the page so I can get to you guys' comments. Hey, if you guys have any comments, of course, if anyone's out there. Is anyone there? All right, we in here. Okay. All right, so let's get things rolling. Update. Still here. Yeah, no real update. I was feeling pretty shitty. I could go over my symptoms and all that, but fuck that. Biggest thing, I can breathe like a motherfucker today. I feel super good. What a relief. And I hope you guys are doing good, man. All right, well, hey, however you're doing, if you're doing good, if you're doing bad, I don't fucking care. It's entertainment time, guys. Okay? It's time to be entertained. Entertained. You know what I'm saying? We're going to train you and entertain you. Entertained. What a concept. And so let's get on it. Last episode, we took you through some stuff. And we're going to continue to take you through some stuff. First things first, guys. Boom. Oh, hey, that's me. I'm watching me right there. Guys, you're going to head over to stillmaceflow.com. And what's going to happen, you're going to see this guy. That's me. I'm smoking a joint and swinging a mace. Yeah, that's me. You guys are going to go there, stillmaceflow.com. You're going to go down here to the Still Mace Flow Level 1 certification. You're going to hit that. And check it out. The program, Level 1 certification, is 50% off. You can get that bad boy for $2.99. You get the online certification. Yes, motherfucker, I'm doing an ad at the beginning of my video. Yes. It's important, man. Hey, there's some descriptions right there. You guys go ahead and check that stuff out. Also, oh, wait. It's a good course, man. You got to pop in there. There's a PDF if you guys like to read. I like to lead. I like weed. But if you like to read, you can hit that PDF thing. Hey, here's all the chapters. Boom, 10 motherfucking chapters. You got Flow Foundations. Flow Foundations is a, oh, fuck, I'll just show you. Since we're here, Flow Foundations, there's 11 lessons, and let's just click on this one. I think I got the volume turned off on this because it gets a bit rowdy. There's your boy, swinging the mace. This is a 2-minute lesson. The way we work. Whoa, get it. Get it. Boy, teach him all that footwork. Yeah. Oh my God, I fucking ended it again. Anyways, you guys go to Still Mace Flow. You guys can check that out. And now, guys, it's time. I'm getting a phone call. Hello.
Healthcare advisors. We looked through our records and noticed you submitted a request in the past for some information regarding a more affordable health.
You're kidding me.
This is a follow-up, and we'd love to hop on the call to discuss some options.
I love to hop on your mom.
Press 2 to speak to an advisor. 9 for a callback.
What number I press to get in contact with your mom? Some people's. All right, guys, here's where we left off last time. Hey, if you guys got any comments, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I can read your comments now. Last we left you, we were in this beautiful lateral lunge, and it's time to train by frame by frame by frame. Guys, I'm also going to get you some content from some other Steel Mace Flow artists out there, and we're going to break down their flows in slow-mo too. All right, in the lateral lunge. All right, guys, I'm just going to point out, let me just go through the structures here in case you've never been Steel Mace Flow-educated before. A big part of Steel Mace Flow is creating beautiful lines. All right. It's a struggle, for one, to create straight lines because the mace, it just wants to rotate, rotate, rotate. So the more lines you can create with your body, the stronger you have opportunity to become. All right, opportunity, it's not like it just happens. You have to work for it. But let's examine all the straight lines. You'll notice the knee is stacked over the ankle. Of course, there's the knee into the crotch. Absolutely. Got an arrow on my junk right there. Also got this beautiful straight line here. Now, the spine is, well, it's not as vertical as it could be, but ideally we want to stack your vertebrae straight as could be. You're going to have another straight line running from shoulder to knuckle. Now, I know back here is a couple weird shapes, but let me try and break this down to you. Of course, the shoulder into the elbow, that thing is always going to be straight, but where things can get fucked up is in the wrist. What kind of rich ass macers can afford 5K for level 2? Okay, that's a good question. Level 2 is not released yet, but when it's released on April 20th, the price will go down to the actual price. So I thought it was funny. Back to the straight lines. All right, this wrist has the opportunity to get fucked up. So a lot of times in this position, the wrist is bent like so, or like so. So none of this, make a strong fist. You see, fist, straight line, forearm to elbow, and that guy's right here. All right, so now that I look like fucking Braveheart from that one movie, it's time to get that shit out of here. But start looking for the straight lines, guys, the straight lines. And of course, when you're creating your own work, the straight lines help define your work, both in strength, safety, and beauty. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Leo, good one, you fucking jerk. Yeah, we'll just start here. Yeah, here it is. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to blame it on your mama. All right, so here's the lateral lunge from the other side. And then, hey, I don't need to run you through it, but you can see the wrist on the right hand is nice and straight. And of course, we're trying to maintain all those other beautiful lines. So you'll notice that the tail of the mace is actually behind me. That allows you to coil the spine. What cues do I use in core engagement? Okay, this is also relevant. I just got a question. Let's go ahead and answer it. I cue the core based off of my standing structure. The cues that I typically use is I rotate the pelvis inward to help start to stack the spine in a vertical manner. While the spine will never be completely straight, it is the idea of stacking the spine. And by worrying about the spine, prioritizing the spine first, it enables me to teach core engagement. Okay, so for instance, trying to make your spine as vertical as possible, I'm going to tell you to bend slightly at the knees. I'm going to ask you to tuck your hips in a tiny bit to help start stack your spine in a neutral manner. Okay, so if you tuck your hips in a little bit, that means you have to squeeze your glutes. If you squeeze your glutes, it tells the brain, hey, we have a platform down here with activation and we can move from there. So from there, after you squeeze the glutes, I take the ribs and I tuck them into my hips. But instead of doing a forward fold and pulling my ribs into my hips like I'm doing a sit-up, I drive my ribs down into my hips and at the same time grow as tall as you can. So in a sense, if you've done that, you've stretched your spine out. And as a result, you've firmed up your core. Our one goes to the other, the chicken and the egg, whichever one happened first. But if you've done those things, you've caused tensegrity, you've caused tension in the body in such a manner that you are engaging your core, but you're also engaging a lot of other things. It's raining again. All right, yeah, so I tuck the hips in, I bring the ribs down into the hips, and I stretch my spine out while keeping that core flexed. Okay, now here's the problem. If that's all you do, if all you focus on is creating tension, you will be a stick in the mud because it fights the basic principles of locomotion. So while it is good to keep a rigid core to help keep the architecture of the spine vertical to help protect it, you have to move your spines, motherfuckers, okay? I know we got lost in barbell class somewhere that your spine always has to be locked in place. That's not the truth. That's not the truth, okay? That's just what they told you in PE like fucking 1,000 years ago. I don't know how old you are. I'm 1,000 years old. All right, back to the play-by-play. So I bring the mace handle around my knee. Very subtle. And that allows me to switch to my crossbody top. And I shoot my arrow. So think of it like this. You have that core engagement that we've talked about. And let's not just say core engagement, but my legs are actually trying to rip the floor apart. Okay, back to the pencils. I love pencils, you know. This leg is traveling that way. This leg is traveling that way. I am trying to rip a hole in the floor with my legs. All right. At the same time, my hips are tucked in. So that means I am rotating my pelvis forward and I'm activating my glutes. So not only is there a high tension field in my core, but everything in the whole universe of the savage, this whole guy is flexing as hard as he absolutely can in order to control this guy way out here, this big ass mace head. So by me purposefully creating straight lines, let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about this. We coach in 3 philosophies. When most people come into the gym, they want one of 3 things. And I know you're probably saying, No, wait, they want to lose some weight. They want to tone up, whatever. But I don't necessarily agree with that. I just think that's what we say. When people come into the gym, most times they want to feel safe. If I really break it down, there could be an insecurity. People want to feel safe. So whenever I train a structure, I can talk about how creating straight lines helps us stay safe. And I think on a basic level, if you put your body in certain architectures, it is preventative. It can help be preventative to injury. For instance, putting my foot at a purposeful 45-degree angle stops my left hip from rolling over. If I open this foot up to 90 degrees, my left hip wants to roll over, and my knee, that would cause some unwanted shearing in my knee, right? So because I create these straight lines, I help save my knee. And I think we can all relate to that in fitness. And another thing people come into the gym for or seek out a trainer is they want strength. And there's levels to that. So strength can be many things. It can be like, I want to press a bunch of weight. I want to lift a bunch of weight up off the floor. Or it can be like an underlined thing. I've run into people who don't feel strong, who are incredibly big people who can move a lot of weight. So we coach people to be for strength, safety and strength. And then the last, beauty. It has to be beautiful. The work has to be beautiful. People come into me, into gyms, and they work out because they want to feel beautiful. I want to feel strong, I want to feel safe, and I want to feel beautiful. Those are the things that we work out for, and we sculpt our bodies in a way that might make us feel that. But that's not the truth. Like I said, I know very big guys who don't think they're strong. In Still Makes Flow, that's what we coach. We teach people how to identify what it feels like to be strong, to be safe, and to be beautiful. And so we implement those ideas into the structures we create. What you are looking at is a thing of beauty. It is. That's a beautiful stance. Look at it. It's beautiful. You have to fucking be strong to do that. And all the structures we've created an environment, well, this environment, in a place where we can grow. If you're safe, you can grow. If you feel strong and beautiful, you will grow. Yes. So this is, yeah, that's what we coach on. All right. I'm sorry. I get into it, man. I'm fucking passionate. Let's go. Super passionate. All right. This is a lateral lunge outside arrow. All right, I'm on my lateral lunge on the other side. All right, guys, this is just what we're going to focus on today. Let me rewind this. That's the rewind. You would think that the way to relieve pressure on this stance is to let go of the heavy side. The neat thing about Still Makes Flow is it teaches us to look at both sides of the coin. And since both sides of the mace are complete opposites, it allows us to be very creative thinkers. And if it's in our practice of flow, hey, we should look at the other side. It's also in our practice of life. Creating a habit in the mace also creates a habit in your real world. So the first thing we do is a what we call a top switch. I let go of the handle and I just do a little curl. My hand, it's super loose on the mace. It's just super loose. I let the momentum of the tail swing the mace around. And you'll notice I've switched my hips to the other side. By keeping my hand relaxed and driving, letting go of the tail and driving. The tail comes right around. Now you're probably saying, Leo, if I did that, I would probably hit myself in the knee. And you're right, you would, but I'm your coach and I'm going to help you not hit yourself in the knee. If you keep your pelvis under you, I almost said something bad. If you keep your pelvis under you, your knees will stay in place. If you let your butt go back, then it'll change the angle that the mace wants to swing. And yes, you will hit yourself in the leg. And if you do that, just know that I'm laughing at you because I told you not to do that and that I would laugh at you. So keeping the hips tucked in, very important. That structure helps us create beauty, and it's not easy to do. I shift my weight, which drags the mace all the way across. And when I get into this position right here, all right, let's break it down. Safety, strength, and beauty. Let's just get a little etherical. I love saying that, apparently. Heart center. Whenever I am under great stress, I rely on my heart. I lead with my heart. You're in this bow and arrow lateral lunge, outside bow and arrow. The mace is so far away from you. There is a lot of stress. You're creating a high tension field from feet to fingertip, and you want to release the stress. I rely on my heart. I put the mace head right in front of my heart. All right, and positionary, I take the mace, which was the furthest it's been away from me, the head, and I bring it very close to me to center mass. Well, obviously, if you do that with anything, but I don't go like that. I like the idea of relying on my heart. So I pull the mace into my heart, and you'll notice there are straight lines everywhere. Well, we don't need to talk about the lateral lunge. We've already got that. We've already got the vertical spine. You'll notice that my wrists are not bent inward or outward, but are lined up with my mace. If they're lined up, my wrists, my elbows, my shoulders, my spine, I could probably transition from that move. And then I just go back into a lateral lunge on the opposite side. Here it is again. I start in the outside arrow from lateral lunge. I do my top switch. I drag the mace head over. Do you guys see that? I do a rewind in video, or in actuality, so in video it might have looked a little confusing. Here it is on the other side. Outside arrow, top switch. Catching two thumbs down at heart center, reversing, retracing, and going to the opposite side. Here it is again, arrow, top switch. Now watch, my hips go back the other way. And then from here, once I get position, meaning you'll notice once my free hand, my right hand, touches the mace, boom, signal. That signal means transition. Boom, 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 boom. And then I hit my lateral lunge. What are you doing now, Leo? Outside, top switch, reverse into a lateral lunge, switching sides with a basic switch, arrow, top, bottom, let's go, bang, bang. You know what? I really like to play this with no sound. All right, so there are a few things that make this, we'll just use the term butamous, more butamous than, well, so whenever you're flowing, there's a bunch of different things that will help you create art or beauty in movement. I go all in, man. I try and create art. And being able to transition at different speeds, being able to change heights. So having a moment where you're slow for a second and you explode out of it and then slow back down. The act of accelerating and decelerating, it's like manipulating time. Like rather than driving at your traditional speed, you can literally slow somebody down behind you by driving really slow, or drive fast and let people move with you. So the ability to move fast and slow, you have to do it. The ability to move from a low stance to a high stance, and this one's tricky. Let me just take us back a little bit. Of course, we would say, all right, that's your low point. And now that's your high point. My head is as high as it's going to go throughout these movements. But what you can see a bit of at a deeper level is the mace traveling from heart center is now way above the head. And so you have this really tall appearing stance. You'll notice acceleration, deceleration, deceleration, acceleration, slow, slow, fast, fast. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It plays like absolute shit for you guys. My bad. I forgot. Yes. Yes. So that's the work. All right. Hey, there's some fancy stuff, guys. I think we're going to call it for today. It was a good time. We went over some fancy stuff. We talked about being strong and beautiful and safe, or sexy might be maybe a word. I don't know. Guys, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me on Flow the Fuck Down, episode 1, where we break down flows, guys. We get deep in the flows. Hey, up next, listen, I don't have a schedule. All right, I'm not going to advertise this besides just jumping on. So turn your notification on. It might be a live video. It might be me posting a flow video. Who knows? This was good. You guys head to stillmaceflow.com and pick up yourself my level 2 course for $5,000. $5,000. Okay. I hope nobody buys it. But if somebody buys it, I wouldn't be mad. And then, hey, April 20th, this month, 420, National Flow Day. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. Still Mace Flow Level 2 will be released and at a price that everybody can afford. So Godspeed, good vibes. I hope you guys find flow. Hey, if there's anything you would like to see in this channel, let me know. There's no rules, guys. It's the apocalypse. We can have guests over. We can cook food. We can walk the dog. Yeah, we can continue to do Mace videos, I hope. All right. We will talk to you guys next time.